Hello, Mr. T here. In this session, the piece I would like to talk about is Minuet from the Water Music by Handel from the book Timepieces, Volume 1. I've chosen this piece as it is set for Grade 1, List A. If you choose to play this piece for your grade, here are some ideas on how you could improve your marks. Firstly, let me play the melody. Yes, I agree with you. Not that interesting. So how can I make it more interesting and more musical? The points I will cover are tempo, dynamics, articulation, and musicianship. Firstly, tempo. Two things to notice about tempo. Firstly, the speed at the beginning, and then look through the piece to see if this speed changes. Firstly, at the beginning, you can see it says crotchet equals 116. Well, what it really says is crotchet equals C.116. Here the letter C stands for the Latin word circa, which means about. So the speed is about 116 crotchets a minute. And what this means is the speed should be fast enough to play 116 crotchets a minute. The best way to understand this is by using a metronome. And if you don't have one, play it at a moderate speed like this. Secondly, notice that in bar 15 it says writ second time. And what this means is that you need to be slowing down throughout this bar as you play to the end. Now let's add dynamics to tempo. At the beginning it says F forte, followed by repeat MF, mezzo forte. And what this means is that the first time you should play loudly, and on the repeat you need to play medium loudly. I'm going to play the first 8 bars with the repeat. Notice in bar 9 it says F forte, repeat più forte, which means literally more loud. So be aware that you will need to play it a little louder when you make the repeat. Now for the articulation, the tonguing and slurring. There is not a lot of variation in this piece. However, have a look through the music and notice in bars 3, 5, 12 and 15 there is a curved line between 2 notes. This means slur. You will need to play the second note without tonguing it. Lastly, now that we have tempo, dynamics and articulation, the technical bits, it's time to think about musicianship. And what this means is thinking about what story is the music wanting you to tell through your playing. The clues are in the title and the word allegretto, which you can see at the beginning. Minuet, this is a stately dance. In other words, an impressive medium speed dance. Allegretto means medium lively, medium fast. This actual piece was part of a collection of movements called the Water Music, and they were performed by musicians as part of a royal procession on the River Thames on the 17th of July, 1717. In other words, it's an outdoor piece. So I think of the piece as one that is not played too quietly, with good clear sounding notes, not too long and not too short, played at a moderate speed. Now the 4 points, tempo, dynamics, articulation and musicianship have been covered. I will end by playing through the piece, thinking about all these ideas, and you will be able to compare it with the first playthrough and see the difference. But before I do, can I suggest that you go and listen to the rest of the piece? It's very exciting. Using YouTube, see if you can find a video of an orchestra playing it. If you do, have a good look at the trumpets and the horns. What are the differences between their instruments and the one that you are playing? See what you can find out. Good luck!